You are now listening to the LOWBAT Podcast,
a weekly show highlighting members of our local creative community and featuring topical conversations with members of the LOWBAT production team. We're your hosts, Casey House
and Fabian Castaneda. Through our own experiences as musicians, visual artists, and business owners, we saw an opportunity to provide a platform for people just like us to deep dive into what it's like to pursue a lifestyle outside of the norm.
Without further ado, welcome to the LOWBAT Podcast.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of the LOWBAT Podcast. Today we have a couple special guests. We have Cam Martin and Drew Goodenberger from the, metalcore pop punk easycore band called Wring Out.
Yeah, right. Heavy-handed pop punk.
Yeah. Heavy-handed pop punk.
Yeah, we're trying to coin that, so like, I don't know, nobody knows it, but that's what. Yeah,
we had a whole conversation about it yesterday, so I'm glad you
did. You?
That.
Okay, yeah.
We were like easycore, but like also.
No, I mean those are like the general terms that everybody says, but again, like I think
you guys are doing a whole new thing.
We're trying to reinvent the wheel essentially. So like everybody's giving us comments, and a lot of people have been kind of reaching out and being like, oh my gosh, this is super a day to remember feel and stuff like that.
Bro, the comment that I remember was like, yo, they're trying to do what a day to remember should be trying to do. And I like it.
Yeah, so yeah, and we'll get into that a little bit more too, but that's, it's not so much that we're trying to do that. It's kind of weird that all of the music that we make, it just comes out that way. It really does. I'm sure you guys know that, like, especially with Revenant, like, do you guys go in thinking that, okay, we're going to kind of formulate this structure to sound like this, or does it kind of just come out that way?
Dude, it's just whatever everyone's vibing.
Exactly.
And then so if you happen to be vibing a certain sound, everything will come out that way.
That's usually, it starts with Joey, and then it'll come in with Brady. We'll kind of be there with him for the rough draft, and then that's when I come in and kind of MIDI out the drums and get the whole structure down. And then again, really energy is the number one thing on our list when it comes to songs we're trying to write. I feel like we like to have fun. We like there to be energy. We like people to be moving around. Anything that you can dance to. If you're not moving, then it's probably not a good riff or something like that.
Yeah. But fun and energy is definitely like something that we get from y'all.
Yeah, we'll appreciate that.
But speaking of fun and energy, you got some snacks there.
I'm gonna try. So this is
I don't remember what. Do you remember what kind of Oreo it is?
It's a Java chip Oreo.
I don't think I've tried it.
Yeah. Okay. Java chip Oreo.
It says Java, so I'm not gonna try it.
Java chip Oreo.
I hate coffee.
The first thing. Okay. So this will be like a little review. Disclaimer number one is it's not a thin. So already off the bat, not feeling it.
But it looks like it has plenty of cream in it.
Yeah, it's got a good ratio.
I mean, the ratio might still be good.
You could just do what was mentioned earlier and just ditch the top cookie.
Does the cookie have Java, or is it just?
Is that cheating?
Who knows?
I don't. You know what? No, we got to do this.
Yeah, you got to do it the way it was meant.
They engineered that cookie.
Said not to chew into the microphone.
All right,
that nice crunch.
Yeah, that did. And look, none of it seemed to fall on the floor. It held its ground.
Impressive. Usually for Oreos, I just make a mess, and I just like.
Oreos are too big for one bite, but I make them one bite a lot of the time so that I don't make a mess.
Yeah, no, they're not too big for one bite.
If you set your mind to it.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Nothing is too big for one bite if you work hard enough.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of definitely getting Java. Definitely feeling like I'm in a coffee house here.
Mm.
It's in the name.
Again, man, it's not a thin, so I'm not vibing with this. Too much cream. Way too much cream. Feel like I'm gonna have onset after this. I'm actually gonna.
You had to finish.
This was good. The taste was good. I give the taste an 8 out of 10.
Whoa. Really?
That's so what you're saying is they need to make a thin version of that.
They need to make a thin version of this, and it would be fire because there's just too much cream going on. Because that's what I taste the most, and it's just
common complaint: too much cream.
Yeah.
Too much cream.
I've gotten that before.
Too much cream.
Now, luckily, you have some palate cleansers there.
I do. I have. That was the mouche bouche. Now we're on to the real meal. Got my appetizer, which is just a regular thin.
One bite?
Single bite, yeah.
Told you.
All right. Thins are definitely...
perfect ratio.
They can be one bite.
They're quick, man. I'm always on the go, man.
Yeah, that's why the thins, they're lighter. It's like less to carry,
More aerodynamic.
It's the equivalent of you have a whole fucking potato or you have a chip.
Yeah, I can see that.
Damn,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Perfect You know what I mean? Like,
That's fucking.
It's not exaggerated at all.
How about I think about that every time I eat chip now? Like, damn, this could be a whole.
this could be one entire potato. I could just.
How much of like a normal bag of potato chips is like how much of a potato is that? Do you think?
Oh,
Dude, I'd say that's probably like 8 potatoes.
I was gonna
Not
say.
a
I was gonna
chance.
say 2 whole potato.
I was gonna say not a Lay's bag of chips.
Are we talking like a family size bag or what?
No, that's like the
It's
normal,
one potato and then a lot of air.
Yeah.
oh, you mean like a
That's just like the little,
from the
like,
7-Eleven or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, that's like a potato.
That's like a Lay's bag.
And
Are
a
we talking?
half.
Are we talking a personal bag or are we talking a family bag?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the
dude.
personal.
personal.
Like the one I just
What
had.
about
like, an
Pringles?
hour
I feel
ago.
like Pringles are perfect for like it's. You take a potato and you just go into the tube.
Let me think about.
Well,
the
see,
roll-up.
Pringles, that's like mashed potatoes. Then they form them into a chip. That's why all the Pringles look the same, dude. Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
And that's why they're better too.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes are so much better.
because once you pop, the fun don't stop, bro. That's why.
Oh, okay. I wasn't ready for that. So 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for taste. They need to make. They need to make a thin version of it. I'm not gonna finish it after the one bite I ate it.
I really wonder if they've had a thin version. If we can get on that and see if there is a thin version of that Oreo.
Yeah, that's good information to have.
For sure.
I think our listeners would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, I for one would appreciate
It
that.
was good. It was good taste. It was definitely a dessert Oreo. Because there's some Oreos you can eat just at any point in the day. I feel like.
I mean, you can eat anything.
It's like a Pop-Tart. They have the Sunday Pop-Tarts or s'mores. Two that's a dessert. But you just get a regular one. It's like, yeah, this is breakfast.
I eat those Pop-Tarts like as soon as I wake up.
Yeah.
Breakfast,
Oh,
Yeah, I
do it.
can't.
It's
I
too
can
sweet.
option.
The only Pop-Tart I can eat when I wake up. The only Pop-Tart I prefer to eat.
Brown sugar cinnamon?
Sugar cinnamon.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with that.
I think it's called Wild Berry, the purple one that has the blue.
that one's good
really
too.
good.
That one's a dessert Pop-Tart though.
I remember when those first came out, they used to make like Jordans and sweaters and like
Any-
everything in those colors.
I
It
think
was
that
weird.
any
It was
dessert
weird.
that feels heavy on the teeth when it comes to like sugar,
Mm-hmm.
like that like film you kind of get. I feel like any type of candy or delicatant of that nature is definitely a dessert. You know what I mean? Because you do some of those things all throughout the day, and it's like, okay, cool. I'm on the quick. I do this for breakfast. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart for breakfast.
Oh, for sure.
I don't eat that
I had one for breakfast.
and then think, oh man, like again, now that I've eaten all 3 of those Oreos, I'm like, I need a lot of water. Like,
it happens. Like sometimes, like sometimes you need sugar to get going. Like maybe like a brown sugar Pop-Tart. But like I can imagine that some things are just too much at one time, and then it's just affecting you the rest of the
That's
day.
how I am with most sweet things, and that's why. So there's toaster strudel. Everybody knows toaster strudel.
Love toaster.
Y'all ever had toaster scramblers?
Dude, I miss them so much.
I eat those for breakfast often. Toaster scrambler. So you're not familiar.
They still make those?
Please elaborate.
Yeah. So
Where do you get 'em?
I have a
shoot.
picture for you.
Do I Walmart? They're
Is it that simple?
Target. They're one of these. They're one of them.
I've never seen them
all
like
of them.
ever since I moved out of my parents'
they are hard
house.
to find, but I discovered them, and again because I had them when I was a kid. And it's like you can do sausage, egg, and cheese or bacon, egg, and cheese. That inside of a toaster strudel. So instead of it being sweet, it's savory.
And it's so flaky.
It's so flaky
It's
and
so
delicious.
flaky and delicious,
Oh man.
dude. Oh.
So that reminds me of this right here.
The Taco Bell Crunch Wraps.
So this is a Crunch Wrap strudel.
There's
so
no way that's real.
No,
No,
of course
dude,
it's not real.
impossible.
It's fucking-
Impossible.
No, because
But
if,
that's a really good
if
job.
that was real,
I
this would be
believe it.
real.
Mashed potato. I would eat it.
What is that? What do you have?
Mashed
You would
potato
eat mashed
Pop-Tart.
potato Pop-Tarts.
I would
Now,
try it. You put it in front of me. I'm gonna try
gross,
it.
man.
Mashed potatoes.
I don't
are
think
lit,
I'm
dude.
gonna like it, but I will absolutely try it.
Frosted mashed potato Pop-Tarts.
Okay,
Do you
now
think-
you've lost me at frosted.
Yeah,
Well, it's
exactly.
probably frosted with gravy flavor.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
that sounds.
It's gravy
horrible.
goodness.
That sounds.
Would you toast that?
Yeah.
You're so
It sounds atrocious, dude.
That sounds really bad.
Look, I agree. I'm not saying it doesn't sound gross, but what I'm saying is
It's a
you give
potato
it to me,
product.
I'm
You're gonna try it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
I mean, yeah, you know.
We've had
That doesn't
plenty of
disgust me.
discussions. We've
What
had
does
discussions.
disgust me is Brussels sprouts. I say that with
okay.
such gusto because
Last-
we were talking about this before we started the podcast.
last one before we get into the
Guy.
Brussels sprouts. I'm going to convert you.
This is all
son of a
food.
bitch.
Well, coleslaw is gross in general.
Yeah, no, fuck
Yeah.
coleslaw.
What?
Coleslaw
Fuck
is disgusting.
coleslaw.
No.
Yeah, but would you eat a coleslaw Pop-Tart?
Yup.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude. Take 2 of them bad boys, put some Carolina barbecue in between them, dude.
Ew.
And just go to town.
Ew.
Oh man.
You
First
toasted
thing in
them?
the morning.
Huh?
You toasted them?
Hell yeah.
Or are you
You know what?
refrigerating
Okay,
them?
so-
'Cause
I don't
coleslaw's
know.
cold.
I don't know.
So you said earlier that the frosted for the potato one would be gravy. That means that this
That'd be
one
like mayonnaise or
that
whatever?
would have to be mayonnaise.
It's just
it
frosted
would have to be
mayonnaise?
mayonnaise if it was anything else.
God.
And that's disgusting.
No way.
If my buddy Phil Nasty, shouts out Phil Nasty on Instagram, follow him. He's one of the best skaters in the area. He would have a absolute fit right now, the fact that I'm even talking about mayonnaise. Like, it shouldn't have even been invented.
Damn.
And like, we've had arguments where it's like, don't forget Brussels sprouts.
I'm not.
It's
I'll
coming,
never
but-
forget.
But
Mayonnaise is low key gross. Bro.
it's disgusting.
It's a
Mayonnaise is the
disgusting
best thing
product,
in the
dude.
world.
Man, is it good?
No, it's not.
It's like it's yeah, it's absolutely disgusting in that fact that what it's made out of, and it's not good for you or anything.
Well, it's just like
It's disgusting in the fact that the taste and the
tastes
texture
great, dude.
is terrible. You know what ruined mayonnaise for me is damn McChickens, dude.
Well, yeah,
Because they put a whole jar of fucking Hellmann's on
Sure.
on a chicken patty.
I mean,
As soon as you said that, I thought about
don't
it.
judge such a great product on the McDonald's version. That's all I gotta say.
well, I mean, the mayonnaise is still mayonnaise,
you
bro.
just said that mayonnaise tastes good.
it does.
I disagree.
I'm kind of in the middle. I don't necessarily think that mayonnaise particularly tastes good, but I think it's a really good additive for
like making
if you're gonna
other
have a
sauces
sandwich and you want you put a little bit of mayonnaise on it to moisten it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good texture thing. It helps smooth it out.
That's why I much more of the flavor comes from like ketchup or whatever.
Do you eat your chicken salad or tuna salad with mayonnaise?
Well, I don't eat either of those
Yes.
two things.
Also, I eat a lot of things in mayonnaise. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I'll be putting like a mayonnaise packet on my like chicken sandwich, and then I'll like whatever's left in the packet, I'll just.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that, and I was like, I can't be friends with you anymore.
I have a horror story of that from tour. We were in North Carolina, and this girl brought, I don't know who this chick was, but we were just like talking. Everybody was in a group, and this girl just busts out this tiny little Duke's bottle of it was like,
bottle.
Because people like literally worship Dukes.
dude, it was a small Duke's like
Like a travel size bottle.
It was like a travel bottle.
shampoo
Yeah,
bottle. of
airplane
Duke's?
bottle?
Exactly, but it was mayonnaise, and she just straight up was like, "Yeah, check it out," and I was like,
Oh
dude,
no!
it was disgusting, man. I'm like, what are you
what?
doing? I'm like, I have my phone out and I'm screaming in my phone. I'm just like, like,
Come on.
But that is ingenious. People have like mini hot sauce bottles that they keep with them.
Yeah, but
Like,
hot
I-
sauce is
that
delicious.
I
makes
might have to
sense.
consider getting this
does
like,
it?
mini.
yeah. Oh, if you got some
Mayonnaise
oatmeal
thing.
on the go, you do a little hot sauce. You got some ramen on the go, you do
Who the
hot
fuck puts
sauce.
oatmeal, hot sauce and oatmeal?
Talk to anybody from Louisiana, bro.
Well, that's because they just put hot sauce on anything.
Hot sauce on oatmeal, bro.
I don't know.
Hot sauce on eggs.
Of course.
I just
Hot
don't hot sauce on anything.
Hot sauce with ranch on pizza.
Yo, Casey thinks
Okay.
like ketchup is spicy.
Not true. Put fucking put that shit out there.
Okay, mustard is
It's
spicy.
not true. I'm better with spicy shit now. I did a couple challenges.
So
FIFA
you don't
tournament.
So you won't
lost a lot.
eat. So you won't eat Lunchables nachos because the cheese is too spicy.
I don't know. I've
truth
never
time.
tried it.
I would love to see him try.
I
that
can
and be
go
like,
up to.
You've never tried
I
it?
can
You've
go-
never had a nacho Lunchable?
Those are the best.
I only had the pizza ones, or I rarely had Lunchables. It was like
Man.
I rarely had
it was.
lunch.
I forget. Yeah, I don't remember what the brand was, but it was not Lunchable. It was.
So the Oscar Mayer one.
It was the off-brand. Like it comes just like in a plastic bag. One.
I think they just
Just
call
all
that
jumbled
lunch.
up. You just open it and kind of eat it all.
It's just
together.
lunch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it just was. Well, it's
One of
food.
those space meals or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Brussels sprouts.
So all right.
They are gross.
So Brussels sprouts. Part of the reason why I don't like them is because I had a traumatic experience.
Okay,
with
all
them.
right. Well, so okay.
When I was a kid, my dad used to do this thing where he would give me like a quarter or $1 or whatever to try a food.
I had to do that for like a piece of cat food once. It
meaning
was just $1.
we're gonna get to
That
that.
seems like child abuse. But
I've got a dog.
Mine
food
was
one
real
with that
food.
one for no money.
but it was so he was like this Brussels sprout $1, and I was like, yo, $1? I was like 7, and I was like, I'm rich,
Sick.
man.
I can
bro.
move out
I was
now.
like, I'm gone. I'm set for life.
Breaking out the Washingtons.
And I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna do it. And I sat there. I'll leave out the. I won't go into too much detail. I chewed it for a solid minute,
that
like
was a
straight, and I
mistake.
just
Is this
I
like the
could
little
not
kid-
get it down.
I was gonna say this is the little kid, the youthful chew. That's just like
Well, how was
Oh,
it?
yeah.
How was it prepared?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's-
Golden Corral.
No.
Yeah, anything from there is gonna get you sick.
That's where it was. It was Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's the traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Just going to Golden Corral,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. You know.
And so since then, it was like it was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad. And now like I smell them, and I'm just like, yeah, this is the worst thing that's ever been made. It's that and like cooked broccoli. I like raw broccoli, but I do not like cooked.
Yo,
broccoli.
I've been on some broccoli.
I
dude.
don't like
Broccoli,
overcooked.
cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, dude.
Really?
That mixture just sauteed up like.
I had cauliflower with like some like Oriental dish, and it was good. But like, yo, I never liked broccoli for a while. It just was like it's a green thing. I don't like green shit because when you're a kid,
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Yeah. It's just
But, like-
it's taboo.
exactly. Like there was fucking like cartoon episodes about how bad broccoli is, so it has to be bad.
That's true.
But like I don't know, like over the winter when I was like, yo, let me eat a little healthier, try to lose a few pounds, blah blah blah. I was like, yo, broccoli slaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, broccoli's fucking fire.
Cooked?
How do you prepare it?
I mean, I've had it just, I've had it steamed,
What's your
and
preferred
roasted,
method?
and
What's your preferred
I mean, just steamed because I usually have it with rice and a meat, so it all works together.
Yeah.
But like,
I definitely like to like grill mine or like roast it. Or
I like to just take broccoli and fucking eat it, dude.
I can't handle the smell of like mainly steamed, I guess, but cooked broccoli in general. It has such a like stinky fart smell that it just I can't handle it. I lived with some other people, and Matt Madriaga was one of the people that lived there, and he
eats broccoli.
he eats broccoli
He
like
eats
nobody's
broccoli.
business, and he steams it, and it would just I would walk in the house and be like, this somebody shit on the floor. Like,
Yeah, that's what Brussels
it was
sprouts.
so bad.
Brussels sprouts smell so bad.
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know, man.
And I can't get past smell.
I don't know.
Even
I
if it
feel
tastes great. I
Kale,
can't.
like when you steam kale, it smells like farts. dude.
Yeah.
Well, so
not
when
good.
when I had Brussels sprouts earlier this week, like I learned that they look like mini cabbages
That's
in a
what
way.
they are. They are mini cabbages.
But they are closely related to broccoli as compared to cabbages.
Really?
Yes, they are more related to broccoli.
no
It was
shit.
interesting, and I was like, "Oh, I must like this stuff," and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I found out like a year ago that you can't eat a lot of cauliflower, like at once. You have
Out of
what do you mean?
experience or something that you found out.
No, so like I
That's
guess
how you get cauliflower ear.
no, so I guess like no, like in all actuality, like there's some kind of like compound or something in cauliflower that if you eat too much of it, it actually imbalances you or something like that.
What
Parents
part
do
of
that
you?
too.
Yeah.
You'd have
could mean a lot
you'd
of
have to
things.
look it up and like do the fact check, but I'm almost positive that if you look up like, hey, it's probably not the best idea to eat a lot of cauliflower at once. There's like a limit. They say like you shouldn't eat any more than this. or
Dare is
else-
going to add cauliflower to their list of things to be careful with.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, don't do it, or if you're going to,
Yeah.
do it in moderation.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to be like the resident vegan, but
Hi, resident vegan.
What's up? It's me. I have a
Amanda.
thyroid problem, and I'm also vegan, so I eat a lot of like veggies, obviously. And yeah, you're right. Cauliflower, broccoli, and something else has that you can't like eat a lot of it, or else it fucks with your thyroid.
Thyroid.
So yeah,
There.
thyroid. So
even-
yeah, again,
I
it
don't
just
even know what
it,
There's like a
thyroid
fancy
is, to
word
be
for
honest.
it, but I can't remember.
yeah,
but yeah,
it just
Hey,
imbalances
learn about the
you.
thyroid. Like, shit's important.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Know your thyroid.
We appreciate that,
Please
Amanda.
consider the following.
Good call out from the resident
For-
vegan.
yeah. Sure.
So, moving away from food momentarily, I'm sure we'll find our way back.
Yeah, no worries.
So Cam, obviously we've known you forever.
Yeah.
Drew, you are. I think this is our first time meeting you.
Yeah.
And you're also, if I'm not mistaken, the newest member to Ring Out.
Funny story.
Funny in a way. I'm actually an original member.
So he pulled a Steve from Every Time I Die for Ring Out. So he was an original member. He left. And
And
he
then
came
hit him
back.
with the old razzle dazzle.
Said,
Say y'all
poof,
can't
I'm
get a
back.
re.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell him about like quickly.
All
'cause,
right.
Yeah. The last night we were rambling, but tell him about how you came.
Quick story.
Tell him about how you left and then how you came back. Because I was there for when he came back.
We started the band. I was probably like, had to be 6 years ago at least.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even
I
know
could
that.
take it.
I've heard that Ring Out's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
I could take it way back.
Swing,
me
batter,
and,
swing.
Me and
heavy
Joey
hands.
been.
Yeah.
Me and Joey been playing music together since we were like 13.
Hell yeah.
So we've done metalcore, we've done hardcore, we've done, as our taste in music changes, we do it.
Sure.
So Ring Out started as Heavy Hands and then Swing Better Swing, and then the name changed to Ring Out like right before I left the band, I think. So about 4 years ago.
I think I've played with you then.
Did you?
I think we played with Heavy Hands. Or Swing Better. Well, one of those both sound kind of familiar.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm not
possibly.
sure. Sorry, go ahead.
We didn't play a lot of. I don't think we played a whole shitload of shows, but
Guess I had a drummer problem for a while
yeah.
before me.
So did Ring Out for a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit.
they had a.
Oh yeah, I saw Ring Out without a drummer. There
Yeah,
was
they
a
had-
sex doll back there.
Yeah, I was
she-
gonna say
yeah,
that
sex
was
doll,
that was how I became the drummer. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, so like, I like started a new career and I was working on that and I'm going to school at night and I didn't have time for it. So I left the band. I stepped back for about 2 years or so, maybe 2 or 3 years, just focusing on all that. And then out of the blue, about a year ago, Joey texted me.
June. In June.
Yeah, so-
June, July.
Coming up on a year, Joey texts me, "Hey man, how much free time do you have on your hands these days?"
I'm gonna
back, babe?
I'm gonna jump in here. So I was there with Joey when he sent that message. So he sends the message and he just says, "Hey, like, we had lost 2 members after our tour we had last year with For the Best. Shouts out Florida Boys. And when we got back, the pandemic happened, and then a lot of things just kind of came to light, and we unfortunately lost 2 members. So instead of keeping our bassist where he was, we moved our bassist to guitar.
Shout out to Kyle.
Yep, shout out to
Oh yeah,
Kyle.
I've known Kyle for many years.
Big
too.
time Kyle fan.
I'm the biggest Kyle fan.
Yeah, and then we actually have a song. I think we're gonna keep the name because the working title right now is Kyle's Song, but we'll probably keep it Kyle's Song now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, I think we'll probably keep that. But anyway, he sent the message. Was like, hey, I know this guy. We'll hit up Drew. We'll see what's up. Hey man, how much time do you have? And I think it was pretty quick. You responded pretty quick.
Like less than a minute.
Without missing a beat, got a message back, and all it said was, "Send me the music."
So, like, real quick, was the fact that you had more time because of all the, you'd been away from a while and you had made time, or because there was a fucking pandemic?
Well, the pandemic definitely helped me have fucking free time.
Sure.
Well, but when he hit me up, it was like summertime. I'm in between semesters. I'm not going to school. I'm just going to work. Luckily for me, I never stopped working during the pandemic. I've been working the whole time. So he hit me up. I just me and my girl just broke up. So I'm just sitting at the house with the dog, can't go out and do hood rat shit, pandemic. So he hits me up. Well, what are you doing? I was fucking playing music, I guess. So
Nice.
Here I am now,
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun having you.
Yeah, it's been cool.
It's been
cool.
Yeah,
That's what's
I've
up. I
really enjoyed it.
I like that Cliff's Notes version of whatever was going on.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, no, just like you said. So the sex doll. So when I learned about Ring Out was actually the first time that we played with them as well. We were playing at the Bunker Brew House right under Peabody's, and we were playing with Drop the Girl, and
That was a sick show.
That was a good
fun.
show.
I got shit faced.
that was a good show. It was a good show, but when they got up there and they played, my drum set was up there, but then no one went up there to play drums. Like, I even remember saying, like, yeah, like, my kit's the house kit for the night. And they went up there and there was no drums, and then it was just like, I'm like, what is happening?
It's sorcery.
Where's the drummer?
Who is this robotic, like, perfect time drummer?
No, it took me probably a whole song to realize, like, there wasn't an actual drummer on the stage. I'm like, where the fuck? What is going on? They got, like, actual house dude
Is
back
he
here.
upstairs in Peabody's or something?
So I got like 2 songs into the set, and I actually like left out of frustration.
You know what? I feel that
You
as
know
a
what
drummer.
I mean? Yeah, like I left out of frustration because I was like, I can't watch this.
Like
dude.
we all saw Anna Crest's first sets.
Yo, left for that one too.
Exactly.
Left for that one. But no, dude, I left. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, nothing bad against the band. I was just like, this is wrong. This is wrong.
Oh,
These
yeah.
songs are good.
Yeah.
Like, but something's wrong here. So I immediately I knew Joey because he was a fan of Drop the Girl, and I just straight up went right up to him and I was like, dude, I can't bear to watch you guys play another set. Because we are going to play another set again. We're we'll play with you. Like, me being in Drop the Girl, I'm telling you now that you're gonna play with us. But you gotta have a drummer. I'm offering you my services. Let me be Ring Out's drummer. And he was like, for real? For sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. I was like, dude, honestly, we're doing each other a favor. Like, if you think that I'm coming on and being the drummer for you guys, that's awesome. But dude, you're doing me a favor because not only do I get to fulfill the fact that you don't have a drummer, but I love your music. And I do to this day. Like Danger Prone, when I heard that song before I had joined the band, I was in love with it. I think it's an awesome, upbeat, just energetic song. And all the songs that they had already had ready to go for the EP, you know, I was stoked on them. So I just went in there and I kind of just, you know, reformatted a couple things, and then again, just been a family ever since. So it's been awesome, man. Like,
I mean, there's so much energy in the music, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
It definitely shows. And there's this nostalgic feeling that I know is kind of like you're talking about, like reinventing the wheel and everything, wanting to like recreate that sound almost, but like in new age.
Yeah.
It's there. Like I can definitely hear that. Like I see myself at like Skate High or something, surrounded by 100 kids that have never been to a show, that just went to a show because there was a show.
Yeah.
Back whenever there was actually a music scene here.
Hell yeah. No, I mean,
And and it's just fun. Like that and I got the vibe even whenever I saw them without a drummer, because like, so I worked with Kyle at Domino's. So I've known Kyle's for like 6 years,
5, 6
or
years,
something.
yeah.
And he invited me out to the show, and I was like, hell yeah, like you've come out to my shows before, and so I was like, of course I'll support you. And I went out, and it was at Tap House, and I was like
the Norfolk Tap House.
yeah, and I was just like, oh wow, there's he might have told me before, I don't remember, but I was just like, oh, there's a sex doll there. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, so that's what they're doing, and I was like, you know, it's not bad. Like I've seen so many like just like not well put together bands, and I saw Ring Out, and I was like, this is sick.
It was at least tight, right?
Oh yeah, I was genuinely like, there's good energy here. Like they have, like, everything was put together. I was like, they just need a drummer and a good drummer, because there's too many bad drummers.
Yeah.
Which actually, that's something that Fabian and I talked about last night. We've known you for a long time and known your drumming for a long time.
You guys as well.
You have gotten
Amazing.
You've gotten so good.
Thank you.
You've gotten so good. We were watching
Still working on it.
we were watching the drum
Cam or the studio updates.
Yeah, the studio updates.
Yeah.
And there's actually, I have a question about the studio updates. If they can cue something up, I don't know if they're ready for it. If not, we'll get to it whenever they are.
We can pull it up.
There was watching that, I was like, man, his drumming is so fucking tight. Like it genuinely, I was like, hell yeah.
Thank you, man.
Good ass
Appreciate it.
drummer.
Yeah, definitely still working on it every day. I'm sure, as you guys know, like you're never gonna hit that peak of perfection. You're always striving for the best, but
Ready when you are.
Every day is a challenge, but every day I also go into it and I'm just like, man, I've got to step it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. And so here's the clip. 2 clips.
That's a wrap. Yeah, brother. Wait, that's a wrap? That's a wrap.
So what is that? What is Da School?
Okay, so
That's an excellent question, because I don't even know.
so the first time it was just natural.
That was just natural reaction to
It
being
was
done.
just natural. It was just like Jordan had keyed me in, and he was like, "Hey man, that's a rap," and I'm like, "That's a rap, yeah!" Like I just got stoked. I was like, "Yeah!" And I did a little extra, and then the second time was I knew that I had did that in the last one, and then Joey had said it too. He keyed in. He was like, "Yeah, that's a rap, guys," and I'm like, "Wait, that's a rap?"
it's a trigger.
Yeah, he was like, now is the time.
And
I have to do it.
No, and you know what's funny is I think that is actually going to be in another studio update because Joey does it.
Really?
Joey did it. I was chilling one day. I was messing with the camera, and Joey was just like, "Let's go," and I was like,
Well, if you look at the gang vocal, like Joey joined in with you on the last one too.
"Oh, he
Did
did?
he?
Yeah, he did." I think
On the gang vocal,
he,
Can we take a look again?
yeah, he
for the gang vocal studio update.
he did the
Because I actually I shot both of these.
That's a wrap.
first time I ever recorded
Yeah,
with my shirt off
brother.
too.
Wait, that's a wrap?
Yeah, you can't see him.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't see him, but
yeah,
he does the. So
Has Gonzo recorded all of y'all stuff?
Gonzo has recorded all of the drums, and Gonzo has, I believe, mixed and mastered everything because Joey actually does all of the producing himself at his place. So I love Joey, and he's gonna blast me for this, but I like going places, and I like recording with other people. I like kind of the producer kind of aspect when you go somewhere,
definitely.
you know. And he just doesn't like to do that. He's like, if I have the equipment, then I'll just do it at my
Bro,
place.
hey Joey, Go to other people.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just try it once. You know what I mean?
We and Casey are both in
Go
the
to
same
Will
boat.
Beasley.
Well, yeah, go to Will if you want to stay close.
No.
No.
Okay.
I love Will Beasley.
Okay.
I love Will Beasley. That's been brought up before. So
It's just-
hey Joey, let's go to Will
Yeah.
Beasley for one song.
Oh, he's so
good,
just when
that dude plays guitar like nobody's business.
dude. He's so badass, dude. Such a good dude too, man.
Oh, yeah.
And his space, so homie.
Oh yeah. I'm big fan of
Big fan.
Beasley. We're going up there soon to finish up a record, and so I'm really stoked on that.
Excuse me. We'll touch on that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, go.
I was just saying, it's like having more heads is better. Always gonna be better.
I definitely think so, and I think that would help too in the long run. With I feel like sometimes Joey kind of gets in his head about certain things with his producing,
And it's really easy to do that.
yeah, well, it's not so much. I wouldn't say it's producing. It's more of just like the entirety of the song, whether it be producing or this one part of guitar or vocal. He's always kind of second guessing himself and really kind of trying to like bring him back off of the ledge. He doesn't do it all the time, but I feel like maybe having that third opinion sometimes he won't even have to have that kind of thought.
It's like you don't want to like have to use your full brain for that part because you have to do so many things. Especially he performs in the band.
Exactly.
Like he's got to worry about that. If you can turn that part of your brain off, or maybe just turn it down, and have someone else worry about that portion, it's just all beneficial.
Yeah, if we can start by turning it down, that'd be awesome. And then, eventually, hopefully we get signed and hopefully there's some capital that we can actually go to places. I would hope that he would be open-minded to the idea of like, yeah, we're not going to take this money and just stay at your place.
Yeah, I mean having
Because we have to use it for this.
I think that would definitely happen if we had the capital. For sure.
I think so
because
too.
I mean,
it's very, very useful having some like again, getting in your head. That's the problem, and it gets solved by having basically a producer that knows how to become the sixth member or seventh, however many people of the band, and basically be like, yeah, this part's sick, this part is sick, this part could change a little bit, and here's an idea, and then you bounce ideas off of each other. Some people like to just go and say, hey, we wrote these songs, we want to use your equipment and for you to press record.
Yeah.
Other people, and I fall in this camp. I really like to collaborate, and I pick a producer that has done music that I like. And so Beasley, having worked on a lot of music that I'm a fan of, I was like, yeah, this is an obvious choice. I had been homies with him for a little while, and I was like, yeah, it's finally the time. And I absolutely would recommend Beasley's a great place to go.
No,
Great guy to go to.
Definitely a solid spot. I actually did all my recording for Lethal Dose with him as well.
Nice.
Nice. And he was super killer. We actually got to spend the weekend up there after the new year. But yeah, so hopefully Joey will get on board. But I don't blame him. You know what I mean? We're saving money.
It's not like your music is coming out bad. It sounds great.
No,
Yeah,
and that's another thing too. Is like I can't argue with the fact that it does sound good.
Yeah.
Like it does. It really does.
Yeah,
I
definitely. When I first listened to Wring Out, when I listened to the EP, I was pretty much blown away. I was like, this is well thought out and composed and produced.
Yeah.
So then when I found out that it was all self-produced, I was like,
Yeah,
Hell
no,
yeah.
I was definitely surprised as well. Even at the point when I joined the band, what they had already like kind of come up with, I was like, "This is fucking crazy! Like you did this all in house. This is wild." So, I'm still here for that. But again, eventually, hopefully, we can kind of weed out and kind of get some other ears and eyes on it. But
definitely.
well, that's kind of like the nature of how Joey's brain works, though. Is when he's into something, when he likes something, he fucking likes it.
Oh, I know, and I
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love the passion that he has
Yeah.
for almost everything that we do when it comes to graphics, whether it be promotion and stuff like that. Like he's actually a big he plays a big role in all of our artwork and stuff like that. Like he kind of just whips stuff up and is just like, this is what we're doing, and we're like, dude, this is fucking sick.
it's fucking
Like,
sick.
Yeah.
I've same thing with the producing thing. Like I've tried to step out and try to go to like other artists, but he always finds a way to just kind of make something that totally works for what we're doing, and I can't argue with that. So I'm just kudos to you, Joey.
Yeah, Joe.
That's so
Pretty
useful.
good,
Having,
yeah.
having somebody who like really focuses and really can like create these almost these worlds and everything, like because there's so many more aspects to it than just like we're gonna write a good song. There's artwork, there's photos, there's merch, there's so many lines to being in a band, and having somebody that like understands that, I'm sure is remarkably useful.
Yeah, we've definitely been able to kind of delegate certain roles to each person in the band. So like myself, I do a lot of the social media and I do a lot of the merch, whether it be like processing or actually like taking the counts when we need to actually pay for it. Brady is awesome with our analytics. So like Facebook and all of our like boosting and posts and stuff like that. Like I do the social and the actual post, but he's the one on the back end making sure that they're reaching the right people, things like that, doing our Sprizzies and Google ads and YouTube.
And he is fucking awesome at it.
Dude, that dude is a lean, mean fighting machine behind a computer.
I don't want to. He's like Rain Man or something.
Yeah, I keep telling him that he needs to actually offer just like his services. Yeah, just in the sense of like he can lend, again, that third person coming in and be like, hey, you've been doing this. This is good, but try this, and this will work out because that's what we've been doing. We've just been experimenting, and he's killing it right now. So, and then Joey has all the graphic design work. He does a little bit of like the cinema side of stuff when it comes to like our teasers and stuff. He can just go into Premiere and like whip something up real quick. And then Drew's just really pretty.
Yeah, I am pretty. I'm pretty.
Oh yeah.
I come up with funny ideas, and that's about it.
Yeah,
There has to be a pretty member of the band.
No, yeah.
Has
Well,
to.
that and on top of that, no. Drew is an outstanding person to have around when we are collaborating ideas because he always is able to kind of shoot those little quirky, like fun things into whatever we're talking about, and usually we like roll with that. So it's good to have him in the room when we're talking about that stuff because otherwise it might just not be as fun or funny.
Yeah, because I just tend to not take anything seriously ever.
It's nice to have that element.
It's good to have one of our guys totally not really take too many things seriously. That way we can kind of just like turn it down a little bit and be like,
and I'm here for moral support. I'm like a
you.
service dog or something, Yeah.
New project.
Oh, yeah. So it's
I was gonna say. So the last time I knew that you were playing drums was with GHE. Yeah, Give 'em Hell Kid.
Give 'em Hell Kid, yeah. So it's
and that was a while ago. So
yeah.
So what's up?
It's been a while. It's still everybody but Ryan, but the vocalist. We have a new vocalist, Derek, and it's under a new name. Nothing has been like announced or shown or really.
Then don't say anything.
So there's something that's being worked on. That's pretty much what it is. That we have an EP. That's
good. How many songs
written.
are you done with? So many songs, or are you still working on said songs?
Instrumentally, 5 songs are done.
Really?
Vocally,
Awesome.
3.5.
3.5.
3.5. So 3 songs are completely done.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, you did all that through Beasley?
Yeah. So we wrote them, and then we brought them to Beasley, and then we collaborated with him, and
Kind of helped you amplify him a little bit.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And we recorded everything with him, and then we hit a little bit of a roadblock vocally, and so we were like, all right, let's take a step back.
Roadblock vocally meaning you were trying to find somebody, or when you found somebody, they were trying to find that transition into where they needed to be.
Yeah, we already had Derek, but we were struggling to find the right vocals for the parts. So it was
that's hard.
We just had to take a step back and be like, all right, let's go home. Let's write a little bit, so we're not spending a bunch of money writing in a studio. So that's pretty much what we've been.
Or you're
working
just
on.
not rushing the process.
You can't force
there's
it.
no reason.
COVID
to
has helped. Like we're very focused on like playing shows. Like that's what we all want to do. So it's like, why make a big announcement and do all this stuff and then be like, cool.
Yeah,
can't do
that's
anything.
that's kind of how I felt about Lethal Dose. I was it just kind of turned out that way where it was like we had this music and we wanted to put it out, but then it got so long, and then we were like, do we put it out? Well, when's the next time we're going to be able to play shows? Does it kind of get swept under the rug? And with Wring Out too, I feel like we think that, but I think in light of what you said, we are trying to stay relevant. Like, it's awesome that you're going to jump off when you get shows back because you'll be able to hit the ground running. In our case, we're already out, and it would be advantageous to us to kind of stay in the light a little bit versus kind of fall back and just wait for it all to come. Because we thought about doing that too. Like, hey, shows aren't going to come up. Like, what do we do? That's kind of what Drop the Girl's doing right now, to be honest. I'm not like a big fan of that idea because we definitely could be, making progression towards something. Not saying we aren't. I just showed him actually one of our new roughs. So there were
Drop the Girl
New
too.
Drop the Girl.
new Drop the Girl. Yeah,
Nice.
Sounds good too.
That's what's up. Always sounds good.
It does sound good.
But like with Wring Out, like you guys have been putting out music with videos, with accompanying videos and things like that, building anticipation. People want to see you guys live because you do have a really, really good live show. So it's just like, hey, when stuff does happen, like we got this new stuff, like just
Yeah, and I
be
think
hyped.
Exactly. And I think the biggest part of like putting all these songs out in between is again staying relevant and being able to stay relevant enough to when like those national acts come through. Cause like I feel as if that we're shifting to the point where we don't want to just play every show that we can get. We do because we still want to be there for the culture, but we also want to not be that band that's just playing every single solitary show that they're getting thrown at them, rather than, you know, solidifying, talking to booking agents and things like that, and actually being able to get on these national acts tours that are coming through, you know, if we're able to, the opportunity presents itself.
And it helps because that creates demand. It's
Exactly.
Like, Ring Out hasn't played a show in 2 months, but they got one next month. Can't miss it because I don't know when's the next time they're going to
As opposed to playing one every week, and it's like, all right, well, I saw him last week. Why would I go again?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big thing. And like, I think with us moving forward with all of the new like shows that are happening, because it's still so far out, like from when we're even contemplating doing it or even being able to play, we'll definitely be playing a lot of house shows. Ooh. So if there are house shows
are so much
so if there are house shows,
gritty
house shows are house show. It's either a sold out headliner or a house show.
Yeah,
everything in between sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
By
or
comparison.
like, I mean, again, if you can get a good crowd out, like some of those weekday shows are cool, but it's like we're going to be trying to definitely shoot for the national act shows. Our own tours, so with other bands as well, weekenders and just like regular weeks and stuff again, until we can build the capital or actually have the fan base to go longer than that. But that and house shows, because house shows are you're so connected with everyone who's there, and just like you said, the demand. You know what I mean? Like no one's coming to the house show unless they want to be there,
and it's so much damn fun.
It
Always.
It's so much fun.
It's so much damn.
Sometimes I like I'm in a metalcore band that has a lot of production, so like it's just not an option. And sometimes I just miss it.
It is an option.
You can do it.
I was gonna say you just have to. So I've done that before too. So with One Less Life, there were times where like there were a couple nights where we had to play without the clicks because it just wasn't working. But like we always had a like house show set. For like when we didn't have clicks, it was like we were still on it and we're able to play these songs.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely useful. Just
no, for sure. But you guys,
it stinks because we work so hard to have all this cool stuff.
No,
and you can't use it. That's the only thing about it.
What can't you use?
I was gonna say no, but I've been seeing. I'm gonna jump in here. Excuse me. I've been seeing that you guys actually have like the statues now, or not statues, but like the light.
Yeah, we have our towers. Yeah,
the towers exactly. So it's like you can't just put those in someone's 8x5 room.
I think you can.
Okay, but Casey, you also have to worry about changeover.
Big time. Yeah.
So
and you don't want to be lugging all that
you
extra
get there.
gear.
You get there first, and you put them back there.
No, we're in an 8x5 room.
Yeah,
There's no room for that.
No, either that or every
I
band
know.
that plays that night is using the towers.
Yeah.
All I know is like
that's not a terrible idea. Nope. I mean, you know,
I mean, it'd be
we-
cool,
we-
but the only reason that's not an option is because ours are synced to our click.
Oh.
So
Okay.
like they just won't work.
every
yeah.
band
So
who
they just be
plays that
sitting there.
night
Yeah, exactly.
plays in
to
a
your
separate
click.
room.
There we go.
Plays to
That'd
your
be
click.
that'd be kind of cool, like a house
Yeah,
show.
like
Where they'd be
Clue.
in different rooms.
You know what I mean?
You know what? So we do that at my house, man. Because you've been to my house.
Yeah.
We could do a different band in my living room. We could do one in my dining room. We could do one on the back patio, and we could do one in the carport.
It would be sick, dude.
It'd be fucking
It
fun.
would be
Bro.
like Clue. Like
No,
it was
so-
Ring Out
Campfest.
in the kitchen with the candlestick. You know what I mean? It would be sweet.
So he said last night, and it sucks because I'm not in enough bands to be able to do this anymore. But
not in enough bands.
The fucking
he said we need
the
to come
Lights, Cameron action tour.
and just me playing
man.
4
Yeah.
sets a night. And
It's
it would
just
be
him running a fucking drum marathon
hell for
every
me,
night.
but everybody else is having a
You'd
great
be
time.
That
so
sounds like a nightmare.
fit afterwards.
No, dude, it'd
Dude,
be
your legs
fun.
will be like this big around.
Dude, okay, so the only time that I've played a show, I played a show one time and I played 3 sets.
Oh my god.
And it was fucking
Back to back to back?
Yeah, back to back.
Oh.
No. So it was 2 back to back, 1 in between, and then we were the headliner. So, but by the time the 3rd one came around, I was fucking done.
You know, that's almost worse because you took a break.
Yeah, no, and that's what
Yeah.
it was too. I said that.
You
I was
lost
like,
your adrenaline probably.
if we had just kept everyone, like if you just kept all my bands all together, I would have been Gucci prison.
I commend you for that because I just play bass. So.
Dude, it was
And that-
not
that
fun,
is
man.
exhausting
No,
to me.
it was yeah.
Drums are rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was-
I mean,
I've
I've played drums plenty of times before, but I'm not a drummer. You know what I mean?
I maxed that at 2 sets in one night, and that alone was
it's
hell.
hard, man.
So-
Was it the same set?
It was back to back. Yeah.
Back to back, same set.
Yeah.
Meaning like
Or like two bands.
oh, two bands.
Two bands.
Oh yeah. No, so that's that. Yeah, that's where it gets worrisome because then like by the time I was in the third set, I'm like,
What band is this?
I've been playing in this band the longest, but for some reason, all of these songs just don't fucking make any sense to me now.
Your body's just not working.
Yeah, it's like all the muscle memory just gets totally just cross-checked, and you're just
That happened to me once on it was only one set because I've never played two. The closest I've gotten was our first show. I got invited on stage by a rap group. It was a whole thing. I told the story already, but
don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh yeah,
when you get invited on stage to something and you're like the only one.
It was a nightmare, dude. Because I didn't have in-ears at the time, and so they tried to blast the music through it was at the Canal Club through the monitor, and I couldn't hear it, and so I was getting off time, and it was so embarrassing. But I was playing at Relevant like years and years and years ago. And there's just this simple part where it's double bass, just and my hands are just 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then out of nowhere, my hands just stopped, but my feet didn't. So I was like, and I let that go. I let that go for like a full like 2 or 3 bars, and then I just went. I just jumped back in, and I was just like, my arms just froze. They just stopped for no apparent reason, and everybody was like, "That was a really cool fill," and I was like, "It wasn't a fill. It just happened." My arms
It was actually the opposite of a fill.
I was there was I think there was a video. I think somebody was recording at that moment, and you could see me like.
My arms just stopped working.
Oh man,
what is this?
I had a
terrifying.
drummer just totally forgot the breakdown mid-song. Mm-hmm. Mid-song. Just totally forgot. And he just stopped playing. And then everybody else stopped playing.
That's the worst.
And we just looked at
don't
him.
ever stop playing.
you know how easily you could just like doom, bah,
Yep.
Yeah.
doom.
But
It's not gonna sound good, but whatever. If you forget
but
the
it's
good
something.
pattern-
You don't
we
stop.
were like 16 years old or something.
Don't ever.
It was terrible.
So
ever
I
stop.
actually I've had the pleasure of playing a set with Ring Out. I filled in for you one
You did.
show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
a really cool experience.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it was one of the most nerve-wracking things in my life because I've never like been on a spot fill-in. I had 2 weeks notice. And I was
Appreciate that, by the way.
yeah, I liked the music once I like listened to the EP, and I was like, cool. But there's one song that in my head, like the order of like the verse and the chorus and what happened afterwards just never clicked.
Yeah.
So I had to like focus so much after a certain chorus.
I wish there was a video. You're probably like,
Do you remember what song?
I don't remember what
yeah, I
song it
would
was,
love to know what
unfortunately.
song
I was gonna say,
I'll probably listen through and let you guys know later. But like, I had to think so hard of that part. Like through the chorus, I was like, all right, the next part is this. Next part is this. Like, don't fuck it up.
Yeah. I do that all the time, even with Ring Out. I'm like, wait.
Well, it's because you got like 30,000 bands you play with,
I
so
do.
like you gotta.
Not anymore,
filter it all.
dude. Not anymore. I've pulled back. I've pulled back after COVID. I think after COVID, I realized like, oh, I've got all this time. I don't care. I don't.
that's how I've felt every time that I've almost had to play for Revenant. All like, but it's not like I get a week. It's like the day of. I'm at the venue. I'm hanging out like early or whatever,
Just
and then
notice
and
it.
then there's like, yo, so like somebody like we can't get a hold of them. So Jeremy's gonna sing, Fabian's gonna play guitar, you're gonna play, and I'm just like, okay,
What? Wait,
I'll give it a shot.
You can play guitar for Revenant?
Yeah,
What? That's bitchy.
I've written a couple songs.
he can play guitar.
Fucking sick.
Oh yeah, he's like
yeah.
a full-fledged musician. He can like
Yeah,
actually do it. I
yeah,
can't.
The mix. Telling about the mixes that we got back because we got new music as well. One of the songs like I completely wrote.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and,
Sweet,
like, I'm so
dude.
stoked in it because
Fuck
it's come
yeah.
out. It's come out pretty well.
Wish I
What
could
song is
play
that?
guitar.
Can you name the song name?
No, it doesn't even have a title yet.
Oh,
It still
okay,
has a
cool.
working title. But yeah, it's just
Does it have a number? Is it song 4?
No, it has a name and it's a palindrome of 2 bands I was listening to.
Oh yeah. No, I know it. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Okay. All right. I like that. A palindrome.
yeah.
Little
Yeah. Wow, what a word.
Little backwards action.
I did want to ask about the new single and new video.
Okay.
Lighthouse.
All right.
So that just came out a couple weeks ago.
On the fuck. March.
Couple weeks ago,
no,
yeah.
Couple weeks ago.
February 12th, I believe.
February 12th.
There it was. Yeah.
I just remember that the 12 is popping
The
somewhere.
video dropped on the 12th. The single dropped on the 15th. So
I got a little iPad in front of me.
So
Don't
about-
have that
about a
information
month
on it though.
So about
Why
a
is it
month
here?
ago.
Because
Yeah.
it's like it literally has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't worry about it. It
It has
anyways.
7 words on this
We've
notepad.
And they are
worked through
very
all
useful
those
set
bullet
of
points
words.
already. So
Yeah.
yeah. We're
So
rolling.
Tell me about the inspiration for the video was very interesting. So I'm curious about the inspiration behind that.
Well, the video was a train wreck. First of all, it was an absolute disaster.
We got time. We got time for it because this is a little bit of a story.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can bullet point this one too, but basically the inspiration for the video is Castaway. If you couldn't tell,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We had Wilson in it.
With a little bit of Gilligan's
you have
Island,
Wilson,
too.
yeah, a little bit of Gilligan's Island. Motherfuckers can't do anything. I'm tripping over everything. So that's basically what it was, and it was just Lighthouse finding your way home. That's the
I will be your lighthouse.
yeah, that's the video premise. The song itself is actually about Joey's girlfriend. So most of Joey's writing is very angst, very spiteful, vengeful.
Hell yeah.
And that's cool.
Like
He's
good
got a
stuff.
lot of energy. So he kind of shifted for this one, and he's got his new girlfriend who he's very lucky in love with. We're very happy to have her kind of part of the crew too. She's super cool. He wrote a song about her, essentially just, my lighthouse. Like you're the light that's brought me home to, which is just normality. You know what I mean? I've been going through a bunch of bullshit with all these other people I've
Quite
been with.
romantic, really.
Yeah, quite. He really is. So that's kind of where it is as far as the song. But the video was a train wreck. So we had this whole shot location. I'll let you talk a little bit too, but we had this whole.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I did that last night. I was like, man, I'm talking too much.
He made it really easy. Yesterday I worked like a long time, and then I drove all the way out to Newport News for the podcast. So I just kind of
It's
Let him do his thing.
It's also
Yeah.
me every podcast, so I
Yeah, fuck you,
understand.
Casey.
Yeah, I say talking here. Fabian, go ahead.
No. So the video was a train wreck. We had an awesome location scouted out by Joey. Joey knew this place out at the oceanfront, and that's where we were.
I was curious what.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out at the oceanfront, but I don't know where the spot was. It was off of.
Was it like
all
North?
right. So
North
you know,
Beach
like
or
North Beach, like 73rd Street or
way
something.
up there? Yeah.
It's
Where
like-
the dunes are. And stuff.
It was the dunes.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the original shoot location.
Yeah,
was
so
the
like
dunes.
the beach is here, but then you've got like what is that? Atlantic.
That's Pacific.
Pacific, sorry.
Pacific, yeah.
And then like that next street neighborhood over, that's where it was. So we parked over there. And let me tell you, dude, dragging gear, a drum set alone, dragging gear up a hill a quarter mile to the dunes in the sand.
And then back down into the dune. I
And
mean,
then-
have you guys been out there to the dunes
yeah.
out there, right?
They're
so when
steep.
When you go up that path, and then there's that first, it's like a valley. It's like a bowl.
Dome. Yeah, bowl.
Yeah.
It's like a bowl. And
Yeah.
we dragged all the gear. We're talking full drum set, guitars, amps, like the whole
We were trying to
nine.
make it legit. Like,
Yeah. And then we dragged like materials out there to build like a set and like props
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
were supposed to make like some little. There was originally
Castaway looking shelter
there was
type deal.
Yeah, there was supposed to be like Brady was gonna have a bunch of pallets, and he was gonna have this like makeshift like tent done up for us. You know what I mean? So like,
So we dragged all the stuff up there and then back down into that valley. And then
two tracks in, so two
takes.
two takes in, like not even a 2 takes. It was like a take and a half.
Yeah.
We'll say 2 takes for argument's sake. 2 takes in, and I'm like getting ready to start my next one. Park ranger comes down.
Oh,
Park ranger isn't saying anything about noise. He is just telling us that the whole entire
First Landing State Park is shut down.
yeah, so the whole entire little like trail that everybody was walking on, the one that we walked on, that has been shut down. And
Oh,
so
fuck.
there's apparently no way that anybody can be within 6 feet of each other.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that at all.
Yeah, so they shut down the trails because of COVID, because you got someone hiking this way and someone hiking that way. And like, oh, yeah, you're both going to die if
Yeah.
Okay.
you're hiked down this trail.
So, and then on top of that, he also said that wherever we were had like endangered wildlife.
there was endangered wildlife. in the sand
Botanical
dunes.
wildlife,
And-
not wildlife,
yeah.
botanical like flowers and grass and shit. And I'm
In the
like,
sand.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Okay.
Like
Nothing there but sand.
there was nothing there but sand and some
So it must be like some weird rare
Yeah.
species of plant that grows under this. I don't know.
they make mirrors.
And then
with
he
that
was
stuff.
like, on top of that, he's like, you guys are supposed to have a permit to even be here doing this.
yeah. So
Okay, so he shows up. He gives you all this shit.
guns blazing.
You guys pick up and go. Or-
Yeah, so
pick up and go.
that's basically what happened because unfortunately, I was ready to be like, yo, I'm getting one more fucking take. Like, yo,
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm already set
all
up.
right, cool. Wait
Give me
till
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was like, dude, literally give me like 1 or 2 more takes, bro, and I will be the fuck out of here. He was like, no, we're not gonna do this thing where I leave and then you guys keep playing, blah blah blah. I'm gonna come back out here with my guys and I'll fucking get you. And we're just like, oh,
he was like, you guys got to go. He basically stood there to watch us
y'all pack up. And stuff like that.
man.
it was.
And then so now we're in the cars
And
you
we're
know.
we're like contemplating. We're just like, what do we do? Because it's like it was like noon.
Yeah, and
Like
we
were up from, we got there at like 8 a.m.
and fucking Ethan drove all the way out.
Ethan
here.
drove all the way out from Roanoke, 5 hours. So he was out there, and yeah, we were just like, what the fuck do we do? So we went back out to the beachfront at 73rd where we were at.
Yeah, back to the ocean side.
And we did a couple of shots there because they were easy. So all like the first like half of the video, that like beach, that's just like right there on 73rd.
Yeah, the opening shots where we were all kind of stand up.
Yeah,
on the
and
and
then-
the ocean in the background.
Yeah, and then so that's when we like wake up and stuff. But then when you see the single shots of them and it's their performance shots, that's way down by the base.
So what went down was we did those opening shots first, and then we had a whole schedule worked out. So we did the opening shots first, then we drove across, got kicked out of First Landing State Park by fucking the state trooper or whatever. Got back in the cars, everyone's freaking out. What are we gonna do? I'm like, boom, we're going to Croatan.
yeah.
There we go.
So we drive down to Croatan. Everyone's like, where the hell is
Yeah.
Croatan? I'm like, dude, I went to Ocean Lakes, man.
Yeah, you know this shit.
I used to skip school at
Big-
Croatan like all the time. So we went down to Croatan and it was like chill the rest of the day.
Big old empty parking lot. So
Yeah,
all-
because it's kind of a hidden gem.
Everyone's saying where's Croatan kind of says it all right there.
Right.
It's like, yep, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely like all the way at the end, and it was like just this totally open-ended parking lot. It was it looked like a place where surfers go to park because they can just kind of like they go out like right there. Like good swells out there.
Yeah.
Even at a couple points in the video too, you could see this fucking asshole surf.
Is he in the? Did he make
He
it
is,
into
he
the?
is.
I didn't even look
He
in
is.
the background to see him.
And
We're
so yeah,
stranded in this.
we were over there, and then we did all the rest of the performance shots just on like a little dune next to like those restrooms right there, because we were just like, screw it. So we did all of the strings and stuff first, and we were like, fuck it, if we have to do any noise, it'll be last. That
Yeah.
way, if anyone shows up, we'll at least have what we need for the most part.
Yeah.
Because I already have one take at this spot for performance. We can kind of use most of that, and then like if I can get at least just 2 takes and 1 full performance take,
And it was sick because
We can
like
make it work.
if you go out to Croatan, there's like some condos right there, big
Yeah,
building
that-
condos, like right there by that parking lot. And I looked up at that and I was like, well, I know where we're at, and if we start making a lot of noise, we got like at least 15 minutes before the cops show up, so we can just boom, 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 get these takes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
But-
we were able to, and we didn't even have any worry after
Yeah,
that.
I never even have cops never got
Yeah,
called, nothing.
It was a breeze, and we finished right before. So we finished right at sunset because
Yeah, I could
we-
definitely tell, like in the video, that like sunset, you guys are chasing time. at
No,
that point.
for sure. So
Yeah.
like toward the end of the video, you can tell like, and it was good, the continuity of it, that it was like really early morning, and then like toward the end of the video, it's like the end of the day. It's like
Yeah.
we've been working all day long to try to phone out to Ethan. We've been trying to find. Lo and behold, the whole thing was
We totally planned that
Yeah.
to work out that way.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
the whole thing was supposed to be more so like when we were like, oh, sick, we found like land. In the video originally, it was supposed to be like it was right there the whole time. Like, and we never got a chance to kind of like represent
To convey that
Yeah.
message.
yeah, to
right?
convey that message actually. So it just kind of showed like we just found
our parking lot.
like yeah.
I mean,
so,
it was definitely like you can tell there was a story there.
yeah, a little
And
bit,
I
a
like
little
it.
bit. It got chopped up for sure, and that was one of the Joey shining moments where he was like, "Oh, let's just scrap the whole thing, scrap it." And we
Yeah,
were like,
I know,
"No."
didn't.
No.
No.
Yeah, because
I'm-
we shot that in like December.
Yeah, he did.
Is when
He-
we shot
Whoa.
that.
It looked like it
So
was
when
kinda
you watch the
cold.
video and you see like I'm waiting in the water in December,
Yeah, he was-
and then he was like, "Oh, we're just scrap." I was like,
No,
fuck,
fuck
no,
you.
no, we're not."
I just fucking
And not
30
only did
degree
you guys lug all of your gear, but we have one other thing I wanted to ask
Yes.
about.
Yep.
You lugged a lot of gear. There's
Yes.
a lot of broken shit.
Yeah.
All about. Do you guys have that?
Yeah,
Can,
yeah.
can you cue that up?
I actually thought you were totally going to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we got a rack tom, we got a cymbal, we got at least the neck of a
neck of a
guitar.
guitar.
guitar. Yeah, there's some other stuff over here. So all of this stuff is just like, so this is, so you guys know the Drop the Girl Sparkle kit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sold that one to Jake Willis. Then I had the black pearl kit. I sold that one to Zach Hamden in Love Gun. So then I got this kit from my buddy Gabe, which I've had for a while, but then I just recently got with SJC. So I got that kit.
Shouts out to SJC.
Yes, big shout out to SJC.
That's a beautiful,
Thank you guys.
beautiful ass drum
I'm
set.
so excited about it. I got it. I don't know if you can relate to this. I'm gonna get back to this. When I got it, my immediate first thought was, damn, I wish it was green.
What?
Like, I bought the purple kit. I bought the purple kit with the gold trim, and I was stoked on it.
I remember you being stoked on that.
Yeah, because my first drum kit was a CB kit that was maroon, and I matte painted it plum purple, and I was like, I want another kit that's purple like that, and that thing is just bitching, super clean. But as soon as I pulled it out and I set it up, I was like, damn, this is fire. Wish it was green. So I mean,
Next SJC
yeah,
kit.
exactly. Now I'm just gonna have to get a gold trim or a green with a gold trim. But so then I got this pearl kit from my buddy Gabe. So I was using that, and this one became my expendable kit that I'll use at like house shows and shows that I don't care about.
It's the dirty kit.
It's the dirty
Dirty,
kit
right.
because I'm definitely not going to roll up to a house show with my SJC and let some, no name be like, can I borrow your kit? Like, absolutely fine.
No, yeah, no.
Well, that's
sorry.
just like the
Yeah,
base.
falling over, like-
And I've actually like I've succeeded into that tier now where it's like, hey, dude, can I borrow your drums? Yeah, dude, sorry, no, sorry, you can't, man. Like, nope.
I always hate it. I hate backlining.
Get your
like,
own
all
gear.
My own gear. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm like, dude, no, get your own fucking gear, dude. Like, I'm sorry, like your band can't thrive because I won't let you use my shit. Like
That's your own problem
I'm
at
sorry,
this
that's
point.
your own problem. I'm all for it, so that's why I have this kid. Is like, if
So
I'm
you can
out there-
still be the nice guy, but
But when I need to be, no, dude, I'm sorry. It's the way it goes.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Ain't no one touching my bass, my new basses. Both of them. Ain't no one touching either one.
Okay,
of
well,
the fucking
speaking of the basses, we have something else here. So there's this shot, but there's another one that I wanted to get to. So we have
Oh yeah, I was hoping that you were gonna bring this up.
What?
So what?
What?
So luckily,
That broke Joey's heart. That moment there.
yeah, because
I'm assuming
I
it was a
think-
functional bass.
That bass. Okay, so my parents bought me that bass for my 16th
solid.
birthday.
okay.
All right.
I'm sure they
That's
love
made.
this scene.
Yeah, just keep
It
this going.
has,
Keep this on loop. Please keep this on.
Yeah,
loop.
keep this on loop. This is
Hey,
sweet.
actually,
That's
hold
also
on, real quick. Burger. Rock and roll. Let's keep
Yo.
All
going.
right, go ahead.
So my parents bought me that bass for like my 16th birthday. It's got fucking BC Rich parts on it. It has Ibanez parts on it.
It's a Franken bass.
Yeah. So the electronics were fucked up in it, and I was like, that was the only bass I had. Like that's fucking from when I was in Ring Out the first time, and I was like, man, I fucking this bass sucks, dude. I mean, it's a piece of shit, dude. I've had it for fucking 10 years, and Joey took it home. He was like, "Don't worry, man. I'll take care of it, bud." Yeah. Shout
make
out
it work.
Joey. Shout out Joey. I love you, buddy.
I'll make it work for
He
you.
took the
make it-
bass.
He took the bass home and
All
he
right.
gutted it and put like active pickups in it and all new wiring and shit. And this was like 2 months prior, maybe even a month prior to the shooting of this video.
Oh, I thought you were saying he did that after. Like he put it back together.
No, so this happened after he put all that work
Oh,
into it.
man.
Yeah, so I'm all pissed off and dirty and covered in sand, dude. I got a Mona Lisa Peaches shirt on. Shout out to Mona Lisa.
I wanted to say that this moment right here was actually out of sheer frustration.
Yeah, sheer
So it's
frustration.
authentic.
Well, if you,
Yeah.
I mean, if you pay,
It's a good throw.
if you look real close,
Say, hold on.
I'm
One.
the fucking thing's
Almost
only
two
got
full
3
rotations.
strings on it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It's like first take, camera starts rolling, bump, break a string.
That happened.
Shit.
Happened in the Ghost Town video.
That happened to
too.
Kyle in the
Kyle.
previous video.
First, like halfway through the first take, breaks his low E.
So now it just looks stupid.
And you
Especially for that song.
That's what I broke on that thing,
chuggy.
dude.
Like
and
you need that.
and you could tell at one point too, like you know how like when you play a note on a guitar, you can see like
Oh my God. I noticed this. I pointed it out. I was like, what tune? Because he hit it and it went.
Man, that's slinky
I
as
forget.
shit.
I think I was
Yeah.
talking to Ethan or something. I was like,
No
yo,
tune.
what is with that string? Because there's a part where he like plucks up and it's just like, and it goes, and I was like, what is he in? What is his tuning?
Yeah.
that
He's
was
in a bass string.
That was a really fun video too, man. That was kind of like an on a whim video too.
That looked cramped.
Yeah, so that thing, they're like, because behind the camera, they're all like, yeah, do this, more energy, more this, more that. And someone's like, fuck you. Yeah, someone's like, I need more. I think it was fucking Cam actually. And I was like, dude, I'm about to fucking throw this thing, bro. And Ethan was behind the camera. He was like, I bet you won't.
That's all
challenge.
you need.
That would be a
You won't.
Yeah, that would be a great shot. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I just threw the damn thing. And it's a great shot. Look at it.
I mean, it does look good.
Badass
Looks even
shot.
better on a loop. So what did Joey say as soon as it landed in the water?
He was rendered speechless for the most part.
He was. Yeah.
He just, I want to go home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
I
mean, but he didn't just change the electronics in it, dude. He like polished it, and he brought it back to me. He was like, "Man,
I don't know what he was thinking, knowing that we were going to go out in sand, though.
I don't know what he was thinking, knowing that it's that's what I do. He knows that I do this. This bass has been thrown around, fucking more. I mean, more than anything I've ever thrown in my life, dude. And it's really a really strong, solid instrument.
It was
too.
looking really choppy, but
Yeah, the fact that it hit the sand and just like didn't break is
that-
wild.
Yeah, that's a sick ass.
he
bass.
pulled it up and there was a bunch of water coming out with it.
Yeah, dude, and water started coming in. It's hanging on the wall in my living room right now. Still got sand on it.
But yeah, the Ghost Town video that was a cramp video too, because we did that above my dad's restaurant in the attic. Of,
Really?
like, his
That's where that
storage-
was.
Yeah, we
his
literally
storage
like that
space.
is in like a really small shed or
Yeah,
something.
I
like
almost
that.
sick attic.
I almost went to that video shoot too, oddly enough, because Ray, one of the witches.
yeah.
I've known her for a little while.
Okay.
We went through Geico training together.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we were talking about like the video and stuff.
Yeah, dude. She was cool, man. But yeah, they came out. I don't think they knew what they were expecting because they rolled up and it was literally just like a bunch of kitchenware and like a bunch of like,
dude,
Kirkland
yeah.
oil and all this stuff. Like if you look at the video and you look at where Joey is, you can see to the left, you'll see like Kirkland oil and like a bunch of just like the latex gloves and stuff like that. Ice machine on the right side.
Yeah. We also did promo. We shot promo pictures up there too in the attic
on the roof
and on the roof. Yeah.
The new video's location is crazy.
Oh, the new video.
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Is there another video that hasn't been released yet that's already shot?
Yes,
It's in the
so-
works right now.
Okay.
No, it's done. We're waiting on the final right now for it, but we'll name drop that right now. So we have a
Is there water in there?
No, there's not. I
Okay.
had to put my lettuce and
Sorry, go ahead. I just thought that was soggy lettuce. Go ahead.
no.
Nice cup of lettuce too.
So I guess we actually I felt like I was touching on this earlier, but like what we've got going on in the coming months. So we just put out Ghost Town in October, so like our Halloween song, and then we just put out Lighthouse for all the romantics out there.
They're right around
Valentine's
Right around
Day.
Valentine's Day. That's what it was for.
Wow.
And then, so as soon as we get the video back, it'll be about 4 or 5 weeks out from there. That song will be called I Tap 2 Count and Cast Counterspell. That's why I said that, by the way.
I tap 2 and cast water spell.
No,
Counterspell.
Counterspell. So it's a magic reference.
Okay,
yeah,
solid.
So
Yeah.
and the artwork will kind of reflect that too. And then we have another song. So there will be a video with that. The video's super dope. We shot that with Zach Veros out in Norfolk. It was this like old abandoned sports complex that had been totally gutted, like 110%.
I think it never even got finished being built.
Yeah, I think that's actually what happened because it's so bare.
Yeah,
and there's like RC
sweet.
car tracks in like one area of it, but it's like super big. I'll show you guys a video.
Imagine, if you will,
Oh, yeah.
an airplane hangar, but without concrete for a floor.
That's basically what it was. It was a huge. It was just a huge hangar.
Like they
it
never
was-
poured the concrete for the floor of the place.
and it was
So it's
Whoa.
And it was so breezy too, because we got there in the morning. We were like, "Damn, dude, we're really worried about noise and stuff." And then, like, sure enough, like we got done by like 12:30, like the quickest video shoot we've ever done.
Dude, it was
because we
like
just
a
had
2-hour video shoot.
We had no trouble at all. Nobody
what's up.
complained. Like it was so dope.
And we had Waffle House afterwards.
Ooh,
Yeah.
celebratory Waffle House.
Shout
Man,
out Waffle House.
I hate it, but it's another thing. Waffle House is trash.
Oh man, Waffle House is good because Waffle House is a place that you can go and
the
watch
eggs are always perfect.
Their bacon tastes like popcorn.
The Waffle House is a place that you can
No,
go.
sir, your popcorn tastes like bacon, and I like that.
Waffle House is a place you
Okay.
can go to watch the employees fight the customers.
Or the customers fight the
Okay,
customers.
yeah.
Or
That
the
ha-
employees
that-
fight the
that ha-
employees.
I've
That
had-
happens.
I've
That's
had
the entire
friends-
reason why I go to hardcore shows is because I like watching people
yes.
fight. But like, I also want good food.
But wouldn't you want to go to a hardcore show and see that, and then go to Waffle House and see that again?
Yeah, dude. It's like a matinee.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I've definitely had friends
Like
that
a
have
matinee with
a
eggs.
gun
Matinee.
brandished onto them at Waffle House.
Oh, really?
So
No, that's not cool.
That's not cool at
That's
all.
not
But
cool.
it's just the kind of experience
It's
you might have.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the new video is awesome. It's in a hangar. So that video will be done soon. I Tap 2 and Cast Counterspell. And then we have another song and video coming out after that, probably later in May. late May, and that song is called Robot Randy and the Whittled Reindeer.
Yeah, please don't change those.
No, they're good. You don't know what I can do.
This banger.
I'm sorry. Okay, and then so that will solidify the singles that we have coming out. So we have 4 singles coming out between Ghost Town and Robot Randy. So those would be 4 single tracks that will be out for the world
For your enjoyment.
And then we will be continuing on to put out another single called "Snake in the Grass, Ed Boy."
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's even
I already like it. I already like it.
there's even a dub in there of Rolf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm so
son of a
excited.
shepherd.
You have
So-
no idea. I'm going to show you my laptop in a second. Rolf is my
Dude,
fucking
Rolf is the
screen.
shit. Yeah, Rolf is awesome.
So-
So we got a little dub in there of him on that video. So Snake in the Grass, Ed Boy. And then that single will precurse our EP that we will put out later in the summertime. But the EP will be 5 or 6 songs, including Snake in the Grass. That will be totally new songs.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
There will be none of the 4 singles we put out.
Yeah, so
those
you'll
four-
have
okay.
like
You guys got a
around
lot of
10
content.
songs.
So those 4 will be out there, and then we'll have Snake in the Grass, and then probably 5 more after that. One like intro song, like not an intro, but like an actual like minute or so. So
Short song.
Yeah.
technically like 5 songs,
Yeah.
5.5 songs. So Snake in the Grass, Ed Boy, and we'll probably keep Kyle's song as one of the names. But those are the 2 right now. It's only gonna get heavier.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
It's only,
I like
only,
it.
It's only going to get heavier. It's only going to get heavier and funner. Kyle's song specifically is the only song that I've ever written that starts with a chorus. Like,
Oh, man.
off jump starts with the chorus, or at least that's the way it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a lot of energy, and the breakdown at the end.
It is. It's very bouncy.
Fire.
It's very bouncy song.
I'll give you guys a sneak peek.
That thing, I was gonna ask for
I'll
that,
give you
so.
yes, specifically Kyle's song. Kyle's song is very well.
Oh yeah, and I'm
structured.
gonna let Kyle know exactly what I think about it.
Tell Kyle.
You
Kyle
should.
needs to know because Kyle wrote it. Kyle wrote it. Normally Joey kind of structures all of our stuff.
Kyle is the fucking man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love
Kyle. So 2 more singles for the rest of the year after Lighthouse. So we just dropped Lighthouse. 2 more singles, then another single, an EP with that single on it, and then hopefully before the end of the year we'll either put out 2 more songs or we'll do a split.
Hell yeah.
We're really gunning to do a split with either our Florida, North Carolina, or Pennsylvania boys. We will not name who, but somewhere from there.
No name is being named.
that more or less answers the question I was going to ask, which was that we're coming to a close here, wrapping everything up. And I was going to ask if you guys had anything you wanted to plug, anything else you wanted to tell the people. So besides all of that, which was pretty much the answer,
Yeah.
is there anything else, anything that you haven't mentioned that you do want to talk about? Anything coming out? Anything
I hate-
totally separate from Ring Out, including Ring Out, whatever.
Yeah, I'll plug a couple more things with Ring Out, and I hate that Drew can't kind of speak on these things, but Joey and I really kind of sat down. Joey, Brady, and I, we sat down and we kind of talked just about our content and just kind of trying to make that fan base and how we can build that. And part of that is just interacting with our fans, interacting with people who are listening, and with that, Joey and I are actually right now working on producing our own podcast.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
So we will be, and we would love to have you guys on.
We're gonna be
Absolutely.
For sure, 100%. So we're kind of trying to do more of, we want to do interviews and stuff like that, but we want to also highlight things that aren't being highlighted in the mainstream. So again, having us on, we really appreciate it. Same thing with anybody else. If, maybe you're not getting a whole bunch of light on Facebook and all these things, your algorithms isn't working, maybe we can help platform and cross traffic somehow. Talk about bands that are out there, talk about, the state of everything that's going on without getting too political, talk about pizza. We have
Fucking love pizza.
so we're going to, I'll drop this right now. This is kind of, I'm proud of this one. So we're going to do
It's a LOWBAT exclusive?
yeah, exactly. So we're
All
going to
right.
do, hopefully we're going to do 1 episode a week. That's you guys' thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So not on the same day. We're hoping to do 1 a week, but on one of those weeks we'll do 2. One will be a shorter podcast, and it's going to be called. It's going to look like the Toy Story logo and like setup, but it's going to be called Tour Story.
Ooh.
So we're basically opening up a traveling penthouse blog or questionnaire for bands to send in their absolutely outrageous and wild tour stories, so that then we can react, talk about, relate, things like that, just kind of like as something as a segment. Otherwise,
That actually sounds fire as fuck. Is that your idea?
it was me,
Or did y'all collab
I think it was. I never want to take credit for anything that we do, like solely. So I think we collectively came up with it. I think
I'm gonna have to be on for.
I think the Toy Story. I think the Toy Story rip for Tour Story. I think that was me, but I think
I'm sure it was because you're always with the rips.
I do love a good rip, and then just putting out more like playthrough stuff, more stuff that people can interact with, like the studio videos and stuff like that. More behind the scenes of like our videos actually being able
Gear
to
breakdowns, things like that. Dude.
Yeah, hopefully what bands are kind of supposed to do, just kind of all that little extra info.
But like actually do it.
Yeah, like
sometimes it's really easy to talk about that kind of stuff,
It
and
really
like,
is,
actually
dude.
putting the effort to do it is a whole different story.
Actions speak louder than words, and I think this year we're really starting to kind of prioritize what we're trying to do, especially with not being able to play shows. We're really trying to kind of gear toward that. So just more content on YouTube and stuff like that. More raffles, more live streams. We love to give stuff away. If you guys buy anything from our big cartel, anytime you order from us, I make perlers, which are the little beads.
You plug in the perlers.
Yeah,
again?
I am. But I mean, hey, like you get a cool one.
You should have brought them.
I know I should have. But I basically iron them together and I make like all these cool little designs and stuff. So if you want something specific that's not like too crazy or out there, just hit us up on the DMs if you order something and let me know and I'll make that for you. But otherwise, you're going to get a random one, Scooby-Doo,
They're sick,
a Pokemon.
I've seen them.
Just anything like that. I just like to do that just because it's just one more thing that kind of just gets it.
I asked him to make me one of Yoda, and he never did.
I did.
damn it,
I made the Baby Yoda one for you.
Where is it? I didn't see it.
I've got it.
I can whip up another one for you.
I wanted full grown.
You want a full-grown one?
I'm like, yeah, Yoda. Not
All right, so you want a big one.
So did I say baby?
Yeah. So the perlers and stuff like that, anytime you order from us, definitely take advantage of that because they're always fun. They're always cool. And then, just putting out more content, being there for the fans and just building that fan base because that's where we're at right now is like we're nobody. And who are we to say anybody is anywhere because of in light of what's going on with the pandemic and everything. So really just trying to stay relevant through all of this and just keep that content going. So just keeping that fire under our ass really.
Yeah, I would keep the wheels turning. I mean, if we can't play shows, we got to do something.
Right. Absolutely.
Otherwise, everything just fucking falls apart.
Yeah, exactly. And we all just have too much fun with each other actually making music. So I think it won't stop anytime soon. And like I said, it's only going to get heavier. So heavy-handed pop punk coming in 2020.
2024, we're good.
Yeah, no, all of 2020s, the whole 2021 through 2029, heavy-handed pop punk, baby.
Hell yeah. Next time, probably around the time that the actual EP is coming out, we'll shoot to have you guys back on again.
That'd be awesome.
That'd talk more about it and
dude.
talk about that experience,
Dude,
too,
yeah, that'd be
sure.
so great. We'll have a lot. We'll have had a lot of lived experience between now and then for us to talk about.
Hell yeah, and I know that there's a bunch of shit that we didn't get to on this, so we'll have you guys back on for sure.
Thank God I
hell
didn't get
yeah,
to talk
dude.
about the basketball sniper.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yep, for next time.
For next time. That means we have to have you on
If
now.
you tune into like Emo Social Club,
Yeah, if you tune
you'll
into-
learn all about it.
Okay.
You'll learn.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Dude,
Thank you for
Short
having
notice
us
and
on,
everything.
dude.
Yeah, thank you so much. Fabian, anything you want to say?
No. Seems like you guys have a lot going on. Just from watching like your studio updates and stuff like that, it seems that like you guys have a lot of fun when you are working, which is refreshing to see because sometimes it's hard to really enjoy yourself when you're working on stuff like that. So I'm glad to see you guys are doing the thing. And
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it, dude.
Wake up every day just ready to have fun. You know what I mean? That's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
for sure, dude.
Today's the best day I've had since yesterday.
perfect.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for being here, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you guys next
Thank
week.
y'all.
Peace.
Peace out. Is that a wrap?
That's a
That's a wrap.
God damn it.
Still recording.
Hey!